In a small village, there lived two best friends, Lily and Max. Lily had a small garden, while Max had a large one. Every morning, Lily would admire her tiny flowers, and Max would boast about his bigger plants. One day, they decided to compare their gardens. Lily said, "Your garden is bigger than mine." Max grinned and replied, "But mine is more interesting than yours." Lily's garden was full of tiny flowers, each as small as a thumb. Max's garden had tall trees, loud birds, and bright colors. While Lily's garden was neat, Max's was wild and free. They both loved their gardens but couldn't stop comparing them. "Your garden is bigger than mine," Lily said. "But mine is more interesting than yours," Max replied with pride. One sunny day, they decided to have a garden contest. They asked all the villagers to come and judge. The villagers wandered through the gardens and admired the different things. They said, "Lily's garden is quite small, but it is more beautiful than Max's." "Max's garden is larger than Lily's, but Lily's is more interesting than his," someone added. Lily and Max watched the villagers carefully. They saw how people appreciated the beauty of her flowers. They also noticed how others were more excited about Max's garden because of its size and variety. After the contest, they both smiled and agreed, "Your garden is bigger than mine, but mine is more interesting than yours." As the days passed, the friends decided to make their gardens even better. Lily planted more unique flowers, and Max added new plants and decorations. Lily's garden became more interesting, but Max's remained bigger. They realized that comparing their gardens helped them grow stronger and learn to appreciate each other's strengths. One day, a new villager named Emma visited the village and saw both gardens. She asked Lily, "Which garden is more interesting?" Lily smiled and said, "Both are special. Max's is bigger, but mine is more interesting." Emma nodded and added, "I think Max's garden is more colorful than Lily's." Emma then suggested, "We can compare more than just size. Each garden has its own charm. Max's is bigger than Lily's, but Lily's is more interesting than Max's." Lily and Max liked the idea and agreed. They started to think about what makes something more interesting or bigger than others. The next day, they hosted a garden party. The villagers came with their families, and they compared their gardens again. Some said, "Lily's garden is smaller than Max's, but more elegant." Others added, "Max's garden is more interesting than Lily's with its variety of plants." They all had different opinions but were happy to share their thoughts. After the party, Lily and Max decided to explain how to compare things. When we use short adjectives, like small, we add to make it comparative. So, smaller means more small. And for long adjectives, Max said, we use more to compare, like more interesting. So more interesting than is correct when we compare longer words. They reminded everyone that it's important to use the right comparative words. For example, "This house is more beautiful than that one." That means the first house has a higher level of beauty. Using more with long adjectives helps express the difference clearly. Lily and Max thanked all the villagers for their help and continued to grow their gardens proudly.